Alright, listen up folks. Today is Monday, May 26, 2025. And you know what that means? It's Memorial Day. This isn't just another day off, not by a long shot. This is a profoundly important day for our great nation. We're talking about a federal holiday, a day set aside the last Monday in May every single year. It's a day steeped in history, a day for solemn remembrance. We don't just flip the calendar, we pause, we reflect, and we honor. This day is sacred and it's treated as such across the country from Main Street to Wall Street. It's about something bigger than profits. So, why do we observe Memorial Day? It's simple. We do it to remember and honor the incredible men and women of our armed forces. These are the heroes who made the ultimate sacrifice. They laid down their lives defending our freedoms, protecting our way of life. Think about that. The freedom to invest, the freedom to build businesses, the freedom to live as we choose. It was bought and paid for. This day is dedicated to their memory, their courage, their unwavering commitment. It's a day to say thank you in the most profound way possible, ensuring their sacrifices are never, ever forgotten by a grateful nation. Across America, people observe this day in many meaningful ways. You'll see towns and cities holding parades with veterans marching proudly. There are solemn ceremonies at cemeteries and memorials, with wreaths laid and taps playing. Families gather, often visiting the grave sites of loved ones who served. It's a day that combines quiet reflection with public displays of gratitude. While some might see it as the unofficial start of summer, its core purpose is one of deep, heartfelt remembrance. It's about unity and honoring those who gave everything for us. We must never lose sight of that true meaning. This day of remembrance has a widespread impact, folks. It's not just your local barbecue getting fired up. Because it's a federal holiday, government offices are closed. That means no mail delivery from the post office. Courts are not in session, schools are shut down, and yes, even banks take the day off. It's a national pause, a collective moment to step back from the everyday hustle and pay our respects. This uniform closure across various sectors underscores the significance of the day. It reinforces that some things are more important than business as usual, even in our fast-paced world. Now let's talk about your money. What's happening on Wall Street today? Memorial Day 2025? It's quiet. Too quiet. The US stock market, including the big players, the New York Stock Exchange, NYSE, and the Nasdaq, are completely closed. That's right, shut down tight for the entire day. No opening bell, no closing bell, no ticker tape parades of stock prices. The trading floors are empty. The electronic networks are silent. This is a scheduled market holiday, one of several throughout the year, when the wheels of American capitalism take a well-deserved break. Why does the market close its doors on days like Memorial Day? It's all about respect and practicality. First and foremost, it's a federal holiday, a day of national observance. The financial industry, just like other sectors, honors these important days. It allows the thousands of people who work in the markets, from traders to support staff, to observe the holiday with their families and communities. It's a mark of respect for the solemnity of Memorial Day. Plus, let's be honest, trading activity would likely be pretty thin anyway if they tried to stay open. It's better to have a clean break for everyone involved. Let's get down to brass tacks on this closure. The NYSE and Nasdaq aren't just taking a long lunch, they are closed for the entire trading session on Monday, May 26, 2025. This means no buying, no selling of US stocks or exchange-traded funds. Nada, zilch. The US bond markets are also taking the day off, so there's no action there either. In fact, the NYSE even got a head start on the long weekend, closing a bit early at 1 p.m. Eastern on Friday, May 23rd. This gives everyone an extended period to step away and recharge before diving back into the fray. But don't you worry, the market mavens will be back. Trading is set to resume bright and early on Tuesday, May 27, 2025. The opening bell will ring at its usual time, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. So this is just a temporary pause, a breather. It's not a market crash, it's not a panic, it's a planned holiday. Come Tuesday morning, it'll be business as usual, with buyers and sellers ready to jump back in. So, use this day wisely, because the market waits for no one once that bell rings again. Booyah! So the market's closed. What's an investor, especially an active trader, supposed to do? Panic? No way. This is a day to strategize, to plan, not to fret. For active traders, yes, it means a forced break from the screen. No executing those lightning-fast buys or sells. No watching the minute-by-minute ticks of your favorite stocks. It might feel strange, like a race car driver told to stay in the garage. But smart traders use this downtime productively. It's an opportunity to step back from the noise and see the bigger picture, which is crucial for long-term success. What can you, the savvy investor, do on a day like today? Plenty. This is prime time to review your portfolio. Look at your holdings. Are they still aligned with your goals? Revisit your investment thesis for each stock. Has anything changed fundamentally? This is also a fantastic opportunity to catch up on research. Read those annual reports you've been putting off. Dive into industry analysis. Sharpen your knowledge. Plan your future trades. Identify potential entry and exit points. Don't just sit there. Prepare for when the market reopens. Knowledge is power, especially in this game. One of the unique aspects of a market holiday is that there are no US stock price movements to obsess over. The market is essentially frozen in time from Friday's close until Tuesday's open. This means you don't have to worry about a sudden whipsaw Wednesday, or a tumultuous Tuesday happening while you're trying to honor the fallen. There's no need to react impulsively to overnight news from other global markets, because you can't trade anyway. This enforced pause can actually be a good thing, preventing knee-jerk reactions and allowing for more considered decision-making when trading resumes. It's a moment of calm in the often stormy seas of the market. For long-term investors, a single-day market closure like Memorial Day usually has very little direct impact on their overall strategy. If you're in it for the long haul, one day of no trading is just a blip on the radar. Your meticulously constructed portfolio isn't going to unravel because the market took a day off. The key is to maintain your long-term perspective. Focus on the fundamentals of the companies you own. These holidays are a good reminder that investing is a marathon, not a sprint. Use the day to reflect on your financial goals and stay disciplined. Alright, the pause is almost over. When that market reopens on Tuesday, May 27th, you better believe there's going to be some action. Traders and investors will be chomping at the bit, ready to get back in the game. What can we expect? Well, often there can be some pent-up activity. News and events that occurred over the long weekend, both domestically and internationally, will finally get priced into the market. This can sometimes lead to a bit more volatility or a clearer direction as the market digests this new information. So, be prepared, be nimble. How do you plan for this reopening? Smart investors don't just show up cold. During the closure, you should have been doing your homework. Were there any significant economic reports from overseas? Any company-specific news that broke over the weekend? You need to assess how these developments might influence the stocks you own or are watching. Adjust your trading plan accordingly. Maybe you've identified new opportunities, or perhaps you've decided to take some profits off the table. The key is to have a plan when the bell rings, not to make it up as you go along. Now, for you options traders out there, and I know you're listening, market closures like Memorial Day have specific implications. Remember, options have expiration dates, and time decay or theta is always working even when the market is closed. A 3-day weekend means 3 days of theta decay without any chance to trade out of your positions or adjust them. This is critical to factor into your strategy. If you're holding short-term options, be especially mindful of how these non-trading days can eat into their time value. Plan your entries and exits around these holidays carefully. Beyond options, these market holidays are a good time to think about broader investment strategies. Use this pause to reassess your risk tolerance. Are you properly diversified, or are you too concentrated in one sector or stock? These are questions you should constantly ask yourself. Stay informed, stay educated, and always have a game plan. The market is a dynamic beast, and holidays are just part of its rhythm. Use them to your advantage, to recharge, to research, and to come back stronger. Now get ready to make some money. Booyah!